All right, on this video, I want to show you how to do the second part of your assignment on Intro to Word Problems. So you're going to have a problem that looks like this. And what I would do is on a piece of paper or a whiteboard off to the side, write down the two things you're talking about. So in this problem, we're going to be talking about hot dogs and chicken wings. So I wrote those two things down on my whiteboard. And so then I'm going to put the numbers next to it. So I'm going to put 2 by the hot dogs and 40 by the chicken wings. And each hot dog costs $4. So I'm going to put $4 by my hot dogs. And chicken wing is 50 cents. So I'm going to put 50 cents by my wings. So I've got my information kind of organized. How much would it cost to buy 2 hot dogs and 40 chicken wings if each hot dog cost H and each chicken wing cost C? So let's figure it here. This first one is always going to be an actual number. So if I buy 2 hot dogs for $4 a piece, that's 2 times 4. So I'm going to spend $8 on hot dogs. And I'm writing this on my whiteboard right now. 2 times 4 plus, and then 40 times 50 cents. So 2 times 4 is 8, and 40 times 50 cents is $20. So 8 plus 20 is equal to $28. So I'm going to put $28 in here because that's how much I would spend if I bought that many. Then if they were H dollars a piece, well, if I buy 2 hot dogs, I'm going to have to take that times H because that's my cost. And then I'm going to add 40 times the cost of the chicken wing. So however much each chicken wing cost, I take that times 40 because I'm buying 40. So it's teaching you how to make an expression for a quantity here. So we're going to submit the answer and we're going to click yes. And so that's how you do that. Let's do another problem. Let's do something different because that's still wings. Okay, so I'm dealing with cookies and mozzarella sticks. So I'm erasing my whiteboard and I'm putting cookies and mozzarella sticks. And underneath cookies, I'm putting 3. And under mozzarella sticks, I'm putting 4. And each cookie has 200 calories. So I'm putting 200 underneath the cookies. And the mozzarella stick has 90 calories. So I'm putting 90 there. So how many calories would there be in 3 cookies and 4 mozzarella sticks? So I'm writing down 3 times 200 plus 4 times 90. So write that down on your paper or on your whiteboard, 3 times 200 plus 4 times 90. Then go ahead and evaluate that. 3 times 200 is 600, so that's the amount of calories from the cookies, plus 4 times 90 would be 360, so that's the calories from the mozzarella sticks. And then when you put that together, if you add that, that's 960. So that's my answer for here. So they're talking you through a problem with numbers because numbers are easier to work with than letters when you're first starting out. So now it's like, well, what if it's C cookies and M mozzarella sticks instead of 3 and 4? So you're going to replace the 3 with a C. So on your whiteboard, write 200C. It was 3 times 200. Now it's C times 200. So write 200C. And then instead of 4, it's going to be M. So M times 90 is 90M. So that's our equation that we're going to write. 200C plus 90M. So submit our answer and hit yes. Okay, so that's how you do that. The next part of your assignment is to write an equation. Okay, so again, on my whiteboard, I'm going to put down the things that I'm talking about. So we're talking about chicken wings again, and sliders. So I wrote down wings and sliders on my paper. Underneath chicken wing, I'm putting 80, and underneath slider, I'm putting 300 because that's how many calories are in each one. A combination meal with sliders and chicken wings is shown to have 1360 total calories and twice as many sliders as there are chicken wings. Okay, so that's important, twice as many sliders as chicken wings. Write a system of equations that could be used to determine the number of chicken wings in the meal and the number of sliders in the meal. Okay, so we can put whatever letter we want here. So I'm going to put W for wings. So that's going to be the number of wings. So the number of wings in the meal. And I'm going to call my sliders S. Now you can make it X and Y. You can put whatever letters you want in here, but then you click the drop down menu here and you've got the logical choices here. So that's the number of sliders in the meal. Okay. So if we know, let's start with this. We know there's twice as many sliders as chicken wings. So the chicken wings are there's twice as many sliders as chicken wings. So the sliders is the bigger number. So like the slider might be 14 and the chicken wings might be 7. So I've got to take 2 times the wings. So 2 times W would equal my sliders. It says, and then after you put your equation down here, what you think, go back and read the sentence and see if it makes sense. There's twice as many sliders with our chicken wings. So that means there could be 10 sliders and 5 wings. So if you take 5 times 2, you get 10. So your equation makes sense. It's really easy to get these equations backwards to have W equals 2S. So you always want to go back and think, well, which one is the big number and does it make sense? Okay, I would take 2 times a small number to get the big number. Then we have a total of 1360 calories. So 80 calories times my wings, so 80 times W, plus, and then the sliders is 300. So 300 times the sliders is equal to, whoops, equal, not plus, equal to 1360. So I'm going to submit my answer. And I'm going to click yes, and I get a green check. And I'm happy because I got a green check. So let's do another one. Okay, so we've got gold, have to use gold to make bracelets and necklaces. So that's my 2 things. So on your paper or your whiteboard, I would just do a B and an N, a B for bracelet and an N for necklaces. So each bracelet has 8 grams. So I'm going to put 8 grams next to my bracelet and 24 grams next to my necklace. The jeweler made a total of 13 bracelets and necklaces. That's really nice when they give you the total number. Okay, so that means we're going to have an X plus Y equals 13. The total number there. Okay, so that also means that we're going to let X be the number of bracelets. So we don't want the amount of gold. We don't want the price. We want the number of bracelets made. And we want Y to equal the number of necklaces made. Okay, so the total number of bracelets and necklaces was 13. So X plus Y equals 13. Then it says that they used 168 grams of gold. Well, over here on my paper, I wrote that every bracelet has 8 grams in it. So I've got to take 8 times X to give me the grams of gold that is needed to make however many bracelets I choose to make. And then I have to also figure out how much I need for my necklaces, and that's 24 for each one. So I have to take 24 times Y. Like if Y is 2, then I got to take 24 times 2 to figure out how much gold I need for that. If I make 10, then I got to take 24 times 10. Then equals, and it said 168. So 168. So I'm going to hit submit answer and click yes. Okay. So let's do one more. These are a little trickier. Okay. We've got a food truck that sells tacos and burritos. So I'm going to put a T on my paper and a B for burritos. Each taco is $3.75. So I'm going to put $3.75 under my taco, $7.50 under the burrito. And she made a total of $750. And then all we know is there were twice as many burritos as tacos. So twice as many burritos as tacos. I'm just going to jot that down on my paper. Write a system of equations that could be used to determine the number of tacos and burritos sold. So I'm going to say T is my number of tacos, and I'm going to let B be the number of burritos. Okay, so let's start with the one that was twice as many. There's twice as many burritos as tacos. So think which one is smaller. If there's twice as many burritos as tacos, the tacos is smaller. So I have to take 2 times my tacos to equal the number of burritos. Okay, if there's twice as many burritos sold, then we could have like 10 burritos and 5 tacos. So I have to take 5 times 2 to equal my 10. And I'm just using 10 and 5 as an example. You got to think which number is big, because you got to take 2 times the little number to equal the big number. Then we're going to use the fact that there were $750 brought in. So I'm going to have something equal to 750. Well, what equals 750? Well, the money brought in from the tacos, which would be $3.75. Whoops, I need a decimal there. Times the number of tacos. 375 times however many tacos I sold, plus the number brought in from burritos, which is $7.50 times my burritos. Okay, so that's my 2 pieces of information. I make an equation out of them, submit my answer, click yes. Whoa, what did I do wrong? Each taco is $3.75. Where's my answer? 375 tacos. Oh, I put price of each burrito accidentally. I want the number of each, and that's what I was thinking, but this is a really good example. I'm glad I made this mistake. Even if you know what you're doing, you have to be careful and click the right thing. So when I pulled that drop-down menu down, I just saw burrito and I clicked on it and I didn't read carefully. So we don't want the price of each burrito. We want the number of burritos, because they gave us the price of the burrito in the problem. So I don't need a variable for that. I need a variable for the number of burritos sold. So that was just a careless mistake, but I'm glad I did that so you can see what to avoid. Okay. So hopefully that helps you understand how to do those. And if you have any questions, be sure to ask.